What's going on YouTube? It's Tuesday and that means it's time for another What Sold video, because that's what I do. I'm an online reseller. That means I go to places like garage sales and thrift stores to find stuff to sell online for a profit. And I'm showing you the top items that I sold this past week so that maybe you can be on the lookout for them yourself. Hope you guys enjoy, and more importantly, hope you learned something. I don't know why vintage rugby style shirts are so popular and sell so quickly, but they do for me. This is a vintage Gap rugby style shirt. One's by Lands' End, and Polo Ralph Lauren tend to sell really well too. But I paid $4.75 for this one, and it sold within a week for $34.50. So I found these at a garage sale, and I just bought them because I thought they were really neat. They're vintage Camel cigarette string lights. Got the little camel in there, pyramid, palm trees, and they've never been out of the box. Still got the tape and everything on them. Paid $2 at the garage sale, and like I said, just got them because I thought they were cool, and they sold for $35 on eBay. Darts aren't something that I'm really familiar with, but saw this nice case sitting at a Goodwill. It said Piranha Tungsten. I was curious, opened it up, and it's a nice set of darts. Looked them up, sell-through rate was good, sell price was good. Paid $5 for them, and they sold for $40. I actually found two sets of these at the same Goodwill. The other ones weren't quite as nice, but they still sold for $30. Both of them sold within like a week of listing them, so I guess be on the lookout for darts. Don't know. So you guys already know these Red Octane Explorer controllers with the wires. These things sell really quick. Paid $5 for this one at a garage sale. Sold it a while back, sold it for $70, accepted an offer. Buyer never paid, so I eventually canceled it, relisted, and it sold 20 minutes later for full price to $72.50. So in my last video, I picked up this keyboard.
Dude, I can tell I was 15.
How about the little keyboard? And it does not work. It's broken. I tested it, could not figure out how to get it to work. It's a Casio model SK-1. If you can find one that's working, well, here's some comps here. They sell for really good money. But I had to list this one for parts not working, and it still sold within a couple of days for $60. Paid $5 for it. So I don't know what it is with the Black & Decker Space Maker stuff.
One of the most densely populated places on Earth is your kitchen counter. So crowded, the only place to go is up. Presenting the Space Maker line, now from Black & Decker, the only completely coordinated line of under-the-cabinet appliances. They return your counter to a more natural state. The Space Maker line, from Black & Decker, ideas at work.
But it always sells like crazy. Picked up this can opener for $5 at a Goodwill, and they don't even have to have like the mounting hardware. They don't have to be that clean. They're always going to sell. This one does happen to have the mounting hardware. I was pretty lucky to find that. Paid $5 for this guy, and it sold within a week for $59.99. So a big shout out to my wife for finding this thing. It's a Yoda golf head cover. It would go on a driver, a golf club. And she thought that I might like it. She thought it was cute, thought I might want to put it on my clubs, so she grabbed it from a yard sale for $1. Probably would have put it on my clubs, but then I looked up comps. This thing just sold for $64.50 for one head cover. Definitely a neat find, and shout out to my wife. Now I've got to try and ship this thing.
No, do. Or do not. There is no try.
I'm not really sure why these took so long to sell. I paid $1 each for each season of Gossip Girl, and they had really good comps on them, and the sell-through rate was pretty good, but I've had them since like June or July. Paid $1 a piece, so I got $6 into them. The only thing I can think that slowed it down was some of them were sealed and some of them were not. But either way, they finally sold, paid $6, and they sold for $74.50. Picked up this Jaws edition of Yahtzee from a garage sale. Paid $2 for it, and you can see the boxes got some pretty heavy damage. And there were none that had sold on eBay. There's several listed, and they were listed anywhere from $100 to over $200, so didn't really know where to list this one. Listed it for 105, waited a couple months, had some watchers on it. Finally decided to send out offers. Sent out an offer of $85, and sure enough, somebody snatched it right up. So I sold a set of golf clubs. This is a set of tailor-made rack irons. You can see the RAC there. Paid $20 for them at a garage sale, and I probably could have got more than what I sold them for, but I took an offer of $117. But they're an older set. They're not in great condition, missing the pitch and wedge. So I took the offer. Time to get some stuff moving. Paid $20, sold for $117 in about 2 months. I'm also going to show you how I ship these. Typically I would split the number of clubs in a set in half, but I've got 7 here and there's no even way to split it. So I'm just going to take the first one, and it doesn't matter which 4, and basically I'm going to wrap each one in bubble wrap, one behind the other. I'm going to take a smaller piece of bubble wrap, and this is basically just to hold these handles together. And once I've got everything wrapped up, I'm going to put the heads facing one way on one set and the handles facing the other way on the other set. That way it kind of reduces the thickness of the bundle. So I'm going to use a 4x4x48 box. I get them from a local supplier. It saves a lot of time. They're like $1.50. You can also use the triangle tubes from USPS. You just have to take 2 of them and kind of telescope them together. To me, this saves a bunch of time. And you can see that's pretty much a perfect fit. And they're only going 1 state away, so it's only going to cost me $10.51 to ship. It's actually a little bit cheaper to go FedEx ground or UPS, $9.68 versus $10.27. But that's going to be all the way across town for me, so I'll pay the extra 40-something cents just so I can drop off all packages at one spot. So I'm going to pay $10.51 to ship. So this Lego Jurassic World 75919 is a pretty popular set. This particular one is incomplete, but I only paid $2 for it at a garage sale. If you can find it new and sealed, it sells for like $400 to $500, which is kind of crazy to me. But I've dumped this one out on the table, took pictures. I know it's missing pieces, put that in the listing, and it sold for $155 in like 2 hours. So I picked up 2 boxes of old military stuff from a garage sale. Paid $50 for everything, so I might have $5 into this. It was in the bottom of one of the boxes. It's a World War II helmet, I believe, from the US. It's an M1, I believe is what they call it. Got a nice liner and everything inside. The problem is when I went to do the research, there's so many different variations and models that I really couldn't understand it. So I just got frustrated and decided to list it as an auction. Started off at $99, and after 7 days, it got up to $242.49. Buyer paid immediately.